What's going on, my YouTube family? Welcome back to the Gaming Brigade, and with the introduction of Title Update 18.3 into the game yesterday, it brought with it a major change to farming for two of the most sought-after exotics currently in the game, and those are the St. Elmo's Engine Assault Rifle and the Ninjabike Backpack. Now, I know for many of you out there, you've gotten them from a previous season or from the current season, but I also know based on your feedback that many of you did not play Season 11, so you missed out on the Ninjabike, and when it comes to St. Elmo's, you got it in the seasonal reward track, but you accidentally deleted it and you've been on the search for another. And no matter what you've done, regardless of which one of those you're looking for, you've had no luck whatsoever getting them. But with the changes they brought to the game yesterday, it added both of those items to the targeted loot pool. Now, to be clear, and we're going to start with the Ninjabike, but that was added to the general loot pool when Season 11 ended. And when it comes to St. Elmo's, once you pick it up in this season, it is then added to the general loot pool as well, which is why you've only really heard of people getting additional ones from opening exotic caches. But as I said a moment ago, as of yesterday, with this change, you are going to see much better odds. Now, most of you know I love to put together my farming videos, and I've wanted to bring you a video on St. Elmo's and the Ninjabike for a while, but I always want to make sure I show you an example of what I'm talking about, especially if it's a recommendation, and as you can see on the screen, and this is from gameplay yesterday when the patch first came out, but you can see here I got St. Elmo's, and in a previous one I got a Ninjabike as well, and you'll see that footage in a moment, which now brings me to talking about what is the most efficient way to try to pick these things up. The answer is simple. You want to hit up the summit or countdown because you can choose your targeted loot there. Now, keep in mind, as I say that, it all boils down to luck. You'll hear from people saying countdown is the only way to go. You'll hear from other people saying you should only be farming the summit. It's just each game. Look, each gamer has a different experience, and you want to make sure you always take that into account when you're playing this game. I recommend bouncing back and forth, and if you want to choose between the two, I really recommend farming countdown, and the reason I say that is this. It's not just because I was finally able to get those items yesterday, but when you play countdown and clear it, you also earn countdown resources, and with those you can go to the countdown vendor, buy an exotic cache, which gives you another chance to get something you may be looking for. I sincerely hope this helps you out, and as always, if you have questions, comments, feedback, please let me know. Now, as I start to wrap this video up, and this is for those of you that are maybe new to countdown, I strongly recommend, and again, you will see this footage at the end of the video, when the countdown run is over and you're waiting for the helicopter to show up, that is when people are going to share loot with you. I drop one of the Ninjabikes I picked up because for me, I already have one, so I obviously want to share with anyone I can. And you'll see that other agents started to drop loot as well, so if you happen to be looking for something in the game, do not just bail when you're finishing something up. I do not care if it's a mission, a control point, anytime you're with a group. You definitely want to take a moment and hang out, because I hear from so many agents out there saying at the end of, let's say, a mission, or like here at Countdown, they wind up dropping loot. No one is there to pick it up, so make sure you take that moment because it could finally get you something you've been trying to get for a while. On that note, I want to take a moment as always and thank you all for your incredible support of this channel, and remind you, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well, but most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.